Y'all, giant manatee right there. Look at that. Look at that. We're gonna get plenty away from that. We're gonna steer over to this side over here. Get plenty away. What's going on, Kayak crew? As you can see, we're out here on this kayak. We're gonna put you down here. I'm in the shade. Well, I'm in a shaded spot. You can't really see because the sun's in here. It's a calm day on the river. Low tide. We're gonna. Sorry about the noise in the background there. We're gonna float on down this river once I get comfortable in this kayak. It takes me a minute to get settled. We're gonna float down here to the ditty, go to that nice little secret spot that we were at last week with Jersey Boy South and David. Neither one of them can attend today, but we're gonna float on down here and see what we got going on down here at the ditty. I'm gonna have some lunch, we're gonna chat. I don't know what's in store yet. I haven't got anything planned for this video other than talk to y'all and let y'all see the scenery. So I'm gonna get this thing turned around so you don't have to look at my ugly mug. And we're gonna float on down this river a little bit here. Let's do it, y'all. Stay tuned. All right, so I had another kayak that I had to kind of pull over and let go. Hopefully y'all don't get motion sick from this, but I wanted y'all to see the beauty of the Zialifia River, y'all. As we did this little float down here, y'all get to see what I get to see. We're gonna enjoy. I'm not gonna film all of it, but I just wanted to let y'all have a view of what we got last week. And I couldn't get my tripod found, which I found this time around, so I wanted to bring the crew back out here. We're gonna head on down to the ditty here. Got an MRE for lunch. I think it's the macaroni and tomato. Gonna have that for lunch. Down here at this beautiful spot. Y'all, it's so peaceful out here, quiet. Other than some kayakers out with their music on, which is all right. Everybody's out enjoying their Sunday, much like we are. Hopefully all of y'all are enjoying your Sunday. Back to grind tomorrow. Normally I have these videos shot and they're up on Sunday, but spent some time with the family yesterday. Some yard work done. I didn't get no filming of that, but who wants to see me work, right? So we're gonna paddle on down here. Once we get back, if anything exciting pops off, I'll come back on with y'all. Otherwise, we'll just continue to paddle on down here till we get to our spot, and I'll come back on once we get there. So I think as I'm paddling along here, watching that big ass fish just jump. I think I'm gonna show you all this kit that I'm working on. It's not 100% complete, but it is about 98%. I'm missing like 2 things out of it. But I think we'll do a review on that, and I'll let you see what I've been working on with that. So let's get up here, we'll get lunch made, and we'll go over that. How about that? So stay tuned. Let's get up here, we're almost there. A couple more bends around and we'll be there. Y'all, there's fish jumping everywhere today. I didn't bring the pole with me though. This kayak really isn't set up for fishing, but I do have a pole that is a backpack pole that we can bring along with us one of these trips. We'll probably do that. But get up here around this bend and we'll We'll get unpacked on shore, find somewhere to set up camp. No, not really camp, but find somewhere to set up. We're almost there, y'all. I can see the Diddy in sight. So, find us somewhere to park, and we'll do this thing. Stay tuned. I don't think we're gonna get to our spot, guys. I think it's pretty well crowded up. There's music going on, so I can't really film, but we're gonna ride up in there. Sit tight. If not, we'll find somewhere else to go eat lunch at. This is one of the trails on that little secret path that we found. Find us somewhere that we could sit down and have us some lunch. Not too far away from the kayak. We may just sit right here on the trail. Just make us a nice little seat right here. I'll get set up, and let's walk up this way a little bit. One of my neighbors is out. That was the music that we heard earlier, when I said there was somebody out here playing some music. So I had to kind of let him float ahead of me. I need no copyright. I didn't really have a video planned for this week, but I figured since we came out last week and did a video and I got to show you a little bit and I didn't have any of my camera gear with me, what better place to do a video? So nothing really scheduled for it. We're just out walking and talking, let y'all see what I get to witness out here anytime I want to put my kayak in. Guys, this is literally, like I said last week, it's in my backyard. I don't want to go too far away from the kayak, because it is out of sight. So, but I'm gonna get set up, eat me some lunch, and probably get back in the kayak and go back down the river a little bit more and let y'all see some more of the river. Might go upriver. I don't know yet. We'll see. Let me find somewhere to sit, and I'll make my lunch. We'll go over the PMP is what we're gonna call it, guys. It is the PMP, and when I come back on, I'll explain to you what the PMP is and what those initials stand for. So stay tuned. See what we can get into today. Beautiful out here though. I don't know if we're recording this or not, but we'll see here in a little bit. Get my pack down. So this right here is the PMP, the Prepared Man's Pocket. So this is inspired off of Wazoo's, Jason Sawyer, and Bear Forest Knives collection of the Osh kit. Jason put out a video challenging everybody to build one, so this is my take on that. This was built with everyday items that you would buy at Dollar Tree, Walmart, things like that. So let me get the camera set up to where we can dig into this and we'll go over it. I am missing a couple items. I got to find a small ferro rod to go in here, and I got to put some fishing line in here, but we'll dig into the contents. I think there's like 18 pieces in here or something like that, so we'll dig into it one by one and we'll kind of discuss what they are and why I chose them. So stay tuned. Let's dive in here. First off, I bought some cheap and expensive. I think it might have been $5 for the roll of it. Some surveyor's ribbon. You can use this to mark blazes on a tree if you're out on a trail and not sure where you need to go. So we have some, I don't know, I just wrapped up maybe 10 feet of ribbon on that. So some orange reflective ribbon. Next we have a nice little flashlight. It's not very bright, but it'll get the job done. Ranger band. I cut an inner tube, used it as a Ranger band, and then underneath the Ranger we have our sewing string on top of a bottle opener, and I just got a Ranger band holding it into place. Everybody needs a compass, so I got a nice little button compass in there as well. Everybody needs a safety whistle. Got us a safety whistle in there. Again, guys, this is the Prepared Man's Pocket Kit. Just a little something that you can keep in your pocket. Another Ranger band. Some snare wire, just aluminum everyday mechanics wire. Like I said, guys, this is just everyday stuff I had laying around. A 20 foot of number 36 bank line. We'll get into that. We'll set that off to the side. Here's my fishing kit. Like I said, I still got to get some string for it. My little chainsaw. Got that in there. A couple of safety pins. You never know. Blister out here on the trail. Repairing kit. Whatever it may need, we got a couple of those in there. Got a needle in here so we can do any repairs to gear or clothing. I can't get it out, but we got a needle in here. And then inside the straw are water purification tablets. There are 4 of each tablet in here. The water purification tablets come, we'll do a video on those later, but I got it sealed in a straw. So they're waterproof. So you just cut that open, purifies a 20-ounce bottle of water. Signal mirror for signaling. Inside here we got a ferro lens. They're hard to get out of the little case, but we got us a ferro lens so we can start us a fire. Fire is key, guys. Make sure we always have something to start fire. I do carry a Bic lighter on me as well, another safety pin in there. I got this little, I put this little guy in here just so you had, I don't know, whatever you may need to make a hole or whatever. Small little hank of duct tape. It's probably 4 feet of duct tape in here. Good for fire starting, repairing gear, whatever you may need. A little hank of that. Another little safety pin, another little needle. Ceramic knife, guys. Have you ever seen one of these? Like, little itty tiny blade. And this has a 90-degree spine on it right there, so that you can strike a small ferro rod. That's why I said I need to get a small ferro rod in there. I'm not going to open this right now. We'll do a more in-depth video. I just wanted to show, kind of go over it. But this is a water purification kit in here as well, guys. So the plastic bag that you see, that bag right there is a oven roasting bag from Dollar Tree. Inside it, I got some zip ties. There's aluminum foil wrapped up in there, about 5 foot, maybe 4 foot of aluminum foil, so you could cook, boil water, whatever you may need to do with that. There's also a coffee filter in here, so you could pre-screen any water sediment and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, the only thing we're missing is, like I said, some fishing string for the fishing line, and a ferro rod. Other than that, this is an entire Prepared Man's Pocket right here, y'all. Right in, and I'm gonna get a bigger kit for it because it is kind of crammed up in here. But yeah, that's it. Fits in this little kit, and like I said, I'm gonna get a bigger kit for it. But this is the Prepared Man's Pocket. We'll have our art team work up a thing for it. But so yeah, we'll get back in the kayak and go float down the river and wrap this video up. But I wanted to show you guys what I've been working on, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. I don't know, it was a challenge that I wanted to see if it was something I could do, and we put it together, guys. So we'll go in more depth with it when I get the final product built and everything like that, but I couldn't wait to show you guys. I've been working on this for a while now, so. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll get back in the kayak and float down the river some more. Let me get this packed up and we'll get back to the kayak, y'all. All right, got you all on the body cam now. This is so shameful, guys. We throw so much trash in our woods, but y'all. Oh yeah. Huh? You don't see what? Nah. No, we don't get scratched out here. Another little area back in here. Like I said, guys, trash. We don't take care of it, nobody will. I see a lot of places, a lot of good places that we could tie hammocks to out here, so that's nice. So yeah, I don't want to drag this video out too long. I'm just out walking it a little bit here. But we're gonna get back in the kayak. I'll bring y'all along for some more of that. Won't keep y'all too long. I don't want to draw this video out too long, longer than we already have. So let me get back down here to the water, and we'll I'm thinking right here, guys. Nice couple areas that we could tie up. That's right there by the river. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll have to see as time goes by, I guess. Let's get back in the kayak, go back down river a little bit, see what we can get into. It is so calm and beautiful out here today, y'all. So yeah, like I said, that's the PMP kit. I still got to put some fishing string in there, but I can use my number 36-inch bank line. I can sit there and pull the strands apart on that and use that. So essentially I have 20 foot of fishing line, and there's 4 strands to it. So technically I have 80 feet of fishing line if I broke it down. So that part I'm covered. And like I said, I always carry a Bic lighter with me. I always have multiple fire sources with me. So I felt confident in showing you guys the PMP, and I do have plans to finish it out. So we'll get it finished and we'll get it packaged out and looking good and everything for everybody. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But as quiet as it is out here today, nice little paddle up the river. Figured we went downriver to the Ditty. Now we're going back up the river. David and I went up this part of the river last week. We had to fight the current all the way up. The wind was bad, so we didn't get all the way up like we wanted to. It's pretty calm today though, so I figured since the Ditty's crowded out today and we can't really do much filming there, paddle up the river and we'll go see what the other end looks like. So but I get to enjoy this any time of the year that I want to. Like I said, it's right there in my backyard. So you know, something a lot of people don't think about when they're out here on these kayaks is how much exercise you actually get. You know, you're sitting here, yeah, but the amount of rowing that you do and the twisting of your body, you actually get really good exercise out here doing this. That's another reason I like coming out here, you know. Get a little paddling in the morning or in the evening. Bird just dove down there, y'all. That was pretty cool. Of course, I had the camera on me instead of on the water. But yeah, it's good exercise. You know, what are you doing to get outside? Drop it in the comment section below and let me know. What are you doing to get outside in 2025? Me, I mean, I've documented mine. You've seen it. I'm kayaking, I'm hiking, I'm walking, I'm doing, you know, what I should have been doing all along. But some of us learn at a later date, you know. But yeah. It's never too late in life to start doing something new. So that's what we're doing. It's gonna be a long-winded video, but that's all right. I'm gonna go back over here to my favorite little spot because it's quiet over there. Ain't nobody there, so bear with me. Y'all. Giant manatee right there. Look at that. Look at that. We're gonna get plenty away from that. We're gonna steer over to this side over here. Get plenty away from. All right, so that wasn't a manatee like we thought. It was a giant palm tree in there, but it looked just like the belly of a manatee. They are in this water. A couple of times ago, I put in and I actually floated over top of one. So they are in the water, but yeah, that wasn't one. But I thought it was, definitely thought it was. So yeah. That's gonna wrap it up for me, guys. I'm gonna float down the river a little bit more, and if anything comes about, we'll clip it in here. But it's kind of quiet out here on the water today. I'm gonna paddle upstream a little bit more. If I find another area that I'm looking for, I'll bring you on board with it. But that's gonna wrap it up for me on this video, guys. Remember, out here in the wild, it don't care, but the prepared, we survive. I'll see you on the next.